How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today I'm going to talk about YouTube blocking Russian news and, well, Russian government blocking some of the information that some of the Russian citizens may be spreading, such as, well, it could be as simple as calling the war on Ukraine a war. The Russian government prefers to call it a special military operation. So whether you're trying to protect yourself and protect your data and your IP address and your location and your identity from the Kremlin, let's say if you try to criticize the war on Ukraine, the Russian government will not exactly take too kindly to that, and you may be facing some charges. False charges, that is. Obviously, at this point, there isn't exactly free speech in Russia, and it hasn't been the case for a while. Anybody that criticizes Putin's regime is put under either the radar or behind bars. So you want to be careful with that. Now, whether you're trying to protect yourself, again, from the Kremlin, or you're trying to access Twitter, Facebook, or any other website or social media site, obviously, there are lots of sites that are being banned. I captured this little picture here from the New York Times article. I don't have access to the article anymore because I have to pay for it. But as you can tell here, it says that in November, the government listed 13 companies that must comply with the new landing law in Russia. Meta, Twitter, TikTok, LikeMe, Pinterest, Viber, Telegram, Discord, Zoom, Apple, Google, the Apple Store as in Apple, Google, Spotify, and Twitch. And on February 16, a Russian official said companies that did not comply by the end of the month would face penalties. In addition to fines and possibly shutdowns or slowdowns, the penalties could disrupt ad sales, search engine operations, data collection, and payments according to the law. So obviously you want to use a VPN in order to protect yourself from the Russian authorities. And you may notice that some websites are being throttled. If it's not YouTube, it could be Telegram or Facebook or Twitter. They could be throttled, restricted, or banned altogether if you are in Russia. And there have been some reports that some sites are even being throttled in Ukraine. So you want to keep in mind that on one hand, you have the Russian government censoring the internet and preventing people from criticizing the war on Ukraine. And on the other hand, you have NATO and the West, aka the United States, restricting and imposing sanctions on the Russian people that really have nothing to do with this. So of course, as a Russian citizen or Ukrainian citizen, perhaps, you might be getting caught up into the middle of these geopolitical debacles, and you don't want to do that. So you can use, obviously, a VPN in order to protect yourself from this whole thing. And when it comes to using a VPN, by the way, if you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs. And all you need to do is really pick one of these VPNs. I have listed these 3 VPNs because they are the best in terms of unblocking geo-restricted content and bypassing censorship firewalls. So in terms, I'll talk about these VPNs in just a second, but when it comes to just connecting to a VPN, it really is as simple as just hovering over one of these servers, be it Express, Surfshark, or Nord, and all you need to do is just click one of these servers, and it really is as simple as that. After that, your internet will recognize as if you are in Poland. For example, in this case, we're connected to Poland. It will think that you are in Poland, even though you are in Russia, and you'll be able to access international websites and services as you should have been in the first place. All right, so just to give you guys a little introduction into these VPNs, again, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about them, you'll find the reviews down below, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. So with ExpressVPN, you've got over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, and you'll be able to secure up to 5 devices per subscription. And of course, you have basic features such as the kill switch, as well as split tunneling. And the kill switch will stop your internet traffic if the VPN disconnects unexpectedly. And obviously, if you're in Russia, this is going to be very useful, or if you're in any other censorship heavy country, because what this will do is that it will make sure that you're only going to be connected to the internet when the VPN is on. And the moment the VPN goes off, you will no longer have access to the internet. Okay, so this is going to be a very useful feature, and if you're in any censorship heavy country where you might risk kind of getting tracked down by the government or the authorities because of your opinions or whatever, you want to keep this feature on, the kill switch. You want to keep that one on, okay? Now, split tunneling will give you the ability to select which applications are routed through the VPN and which are not. As far as protocols, you can go with any protocol you would like. You can test them out. I would suggest you stick to automatic if you don't want to ever mess with the protocol section again, though I do like sticking to lightweight simply because it is the fastest protocol. Okay, now just to note one thing with regards to censorship before I move on to NordVPN and Surfshark, ExpressVPN is going to be your best bet here when it comes to protecting yourself from authoritative dictatorships or any kind of very censorship heavy countries. And the cool thing about ExpressVPN is that you don't have to do any kind of configuration, no manual configuration, nothing is required. All you need to do is download it. It's as much of a plug and play VPN as it can get, really. And it's made to be that way. It's as accessible as possible. It's very easy. There's nothing complicated about the user interface, and that's exactly what it's made for. But yeah, if you want to be as safe as possible, go with ExpressVPN. NordVPN still works great, though you might have to download the NordVPN version that works in censorship heavy countries. So you can just go to the website and download that. It's exactly the same version, but it's made for those that are in censorship heavy countries. And Surfshark works just fine because especially, you have your rotating IP here, which is a great new feature, which will automatically rotate your IP address while your VPN location stays the same, so that you're much tougher to track down. And then No Borders mode will help you bypass internet restrictions such as the Great Firewall of China. Now, if the obfuscated or if the No Borders mode doesn't work here, then you might have to actually do some manual configuration to make it work. But Surfshark overall is a great option, as well as NordVPN. They're great options for internet or censorship heavy countries. Whereas ExpressVPN is just made to be as easy as possible to use, okay? Now moving on with NordVPN, you've got over 5,200 servers in 60 countries. So that's 34 less countries than ExpressVPN. And you've got specialty servers such as Double VPN, Onion or VPN, and peer-to-peer if you're interested in that. And if we go here, you do have an ad blocker. The powerful NordLynx protocol, you want to stick with that as the fastest one, and it works nearly 100% of the time, really. Not only do you have a conventional kill switch just like Express and Surfshark, but you also have an app kill switch, which will close selected apps when you disconnect from the VPN or the connection drops, rather than closing the entire connection. Of course, you have split tunneling, and you have a custom DNS feature which will allow you to change your DNS very easily. It's just an easy way to change your DNS, really. And obfuscated servers if you're in censorship heavy countries. So yeah, you don't really have to use this unless using NordLynx protocol is just not working for you. And NordVPN will allow you to secure up to 6 devices per subscription. And finally, with Surfshark, you have over 3,200 servers in 65 countries. And the cool thing about Surfshark is that you'll be able to secure an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription, which is great. Okay, and just like NordVPN, you do have specialty servers such as multi-hop and static IP. And by the way, Double VPN is the same as multi-hop, which will route your connection through 2 servers rather than 1, making it, well, double as difficult to track you down. You'll be routed through 2 servers and 2 IP addresses rather than just 1. And of course, you have your basic security features such as bypasser, which is the same as split tunneling. It's just named bypasser here. Your kill switch, clean web, which is your ad blocker. And finally, you have a handful of protocols. You can just stick to automatic if you don't want to mess with your protocols, or you can go with WireGuard, which is a powerful, or it will be the fastest protocol as well. And as I explained before, you have rotating IP and No Borders mode if you're in a censorship heavy country. So yeah, you can be sure that these VPNs will definitely help you bypass whatever restrictions are imposed on you by your government, whether you're in Russia, China, UAE, or any other authority authoritative or country that doesn't really like the concept of free speech. You want to keep yourself protected. So yeah, this is the way to go. Again, if you're not satisfied, by the way, with any of these VPNs, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you don't have to commit to the long-term plans, although the long-term plans will save you the most money. But if you're not, let's say, satisfied with any of these VPNs, you are able to claim your refund. It's a very hassle-free process. All you need to do is go to any of the websites, let's say with ExpressVPN here, hover over the bottom right. It's the same with Nord and Surfshark, by the way. Just go to the bottom right of any of the websites and you'll be able to access the live chat support, and they'll be able to refund you within 2 to 3, 4 business days. It's a very hassle-free, little to no questions asked kind of process. So again, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below. Feel free to take advantage of the discounts. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs in terms of their privacy policies, speed, streaming, and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features, be sure to check the reviews, the full in-depth reviews down in the description. So that'll be it for this video. Stay safe. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with everything VPNs and cybersecurity. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.